Hi YouTube, this is Rose. This video is Apostle Laura Lee. Dear Laura, this is going to be a three-part series of a video done by Sean on his channel, The Army of Truth, that I will be mirroring. And it's an excellent video. I hope you have time to watch it. We're breaking it down, and Laura is out of control and completely losing her mind at this point. So we'll just pray that she gets the help she needs, because she thinks everybody's New World Order transgender. And we haven't even gotten started yet. So, okay, enjoy the vid. Thank you for your time. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
Hi, this is Sean with the Army of Truth. It's been a long time since I've done a video, several years, but just to get everybody updated, anyone that's still subscribing to the channel that I had, this year, I think it was around January, I started helping a lady named Rose, a good friend of mine now, and also Jim. Jim is Lightbearer 1933, and Rose, her YouTube channel was Sanctuary for Jesus Christ. Anyway, Rose was being attacked from the person that I used to know back in 2012. Y'all probably remember her as she goes by the Apostle Laura Lee, and I got involved with her doing her ministry and stuff, and then found out that she was a fraud and got out of it after a lot of the damage she caused. So anyway, I've been helping Rose out because she was getting hurt by this lady for a year, and then Jim and her teamed up to help expose her, and I came across her videos and saw that they were going back for 2012 and finding files and stuff on her with her mental hospital records and all of that stuff. So anyway, I've been helping them, but just staying a low profile. I've done a couple of interviews on the other channels, but I haven't had anything to do, and then recently went to LJ to help Rose out to try to expose Laura more. Very important thing, we want to really shut her ministry down, because I don't care if Laura thinks she's the Tooth Fairy or Santa Claus. That's her business. But when she tries to push other people into her religion, or also mainly hurting other and injuring and abusing other people, that's where I have a problem with, and that's why I've got involved. So what I wanted to do is, I wrote a letter to Laura Lee back on May the 4th, and she never responded back to me, and I never released it out to the public, and it wasn't put on the other channels. So now I'm going to put this out. So it is a little bit lengthy, but I had to get everything I said, and now this is what I am saying to the imposter Laura Lee and everything, to prove that she's wrong and other stuff. So feel free to check out Sanctuary of Jesus Christ, and I'll provide links for her site, and Jim Lightbearer 1933 at his channels. A lot of things exposing Laura Lee Dykstra. So anyway, here he goes with a letter. I'm going to go ahead and read it now that it can be released to the full public. Laura, I wanted to take this time to write an email to you to go through our past history, and if nothing else, to give an evidence report to the people who are being led astray. Laura, many are standing their ground against you for some very specific reasons, and I don't think either A, you still don't understand why they are angry with you, or B, you do not know why they are coming against you, and you just don't care. People are doing what they are required to do according to scriptures, because Jesus said you will know them by their fruit. Laura, you like to reference the ugly duckling story, and you center your focus on how the other ducks made fun of this duck. The difference between you and the ugly duckling is the ugly duckling had a beautiful inside, and your insides is rotten. Galatians chapter 5 is a great chapter that you might want to reread and consider concerning your behavior for at least the last 5 years. Let's do a brief Bible study, shall we? In Galatians 5:14 through 16, It says, "For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. But if you bite and devour one another, take heed that you be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." In my near-death experience, I was shown that we are to love ourselves and to love others. If we abuse ourselves or abuse others, meaning when we are taking advantage of others, we are being devils. Laura, since I have known you, you have had fake compassion for others, even your own family. You even told me that your son Dan was a mama's boy and you could get him to do whatever you want. When I was upset with you back then, you thought that the reason I was angry was because of what your family had said about me. You couldn't even take responsibility from your own actions. When was the last time you saw your family? When was the last time you spent time with your children and grandchildren? A real parent would suck it up and spend time with them. Even if you didn't think you were wrong, what kind of parent just abandons their children and plays the victim card? Now, before you say, I do not have any real proof of knowing any members of your family, I will share my proof. When I left in November of 2012 to go think about things, you sent 50 plus emails demanding that I come back and take care of you. I was able to have conversations with your daughter Nicole. Nicole is a very sweet Christian lady. She is great with her family, caring and pleasant. In fact, she helped me through much of the grief of moving on from you. She personally gave me testimonies about you and your past, so I am aware of the vicious stuff you did in your past besides the wickedness that I know you did firsthand. One of your past stories that comes to mind is how one of your best friends was dying in the hospital and you refused to go see her because you had a disagreement. Who does that? The woman was dying in the hospital and you were so offended that you couldn't say your goodbyes, which is also another prime example of you not being able to heal the sick. You would rather have them die because of your cold black heart.